What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, my friends. Today was a monster day for me and a monster day in the room. I want to talk to you a little bit about my automated trading and also all the setups that I took on the day, step by step, guys, breaking it all down for you. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, let's do some shout outs here. STK Trading Wars Army, what's going on, brother? Alex Trading Wars Army. Mike, Trading Wars Army, what's going on? Jonathan, Joseph, Deepak, Todd, Trading Wars Army, good to see you, brother. Holf, Doc, Andy, Dr. D, Cisco, Produce Chips, Jay Villa, Edwin, Trading Wars Army, my brother, good to see you. Gary, and Nathan, good to see you, brother. All right. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm actually going to talk about the quick automated trades that I took in the morning with stocks. And then I'm going to switch over to SPY, and I'm going to talk about what we did in SPY today, okay? Because, you know, we trade SPY every single day, but when it comes, so SPY is live trading. I trade it live, like I react to the price action. Whereas with stocks, I use automated orders, meaning I put the order in the night before and I just set it and I let the broker do the work the next day. All right, so I'm going to show you how I did that. So first thing we're going to do here, guys, we're going to hit the replay and we're going to start off with Meta, aka Facebook. And I'm just going to walk you through why I wanted to take this trade today. So the first thing is we have another one of my powerful shotgun setups. So a shotgun setup, guys, is when we have a long wick and an inside bar. And the shotgun setup, guys, why it's very important is because this wick has sellers in there, right? You could see there was a lot of selling pressure on this wick. So what I like about the shotgun is because it's creating that big seller there, I'm using that as a tool to say, hey, if we break out of this box, maybe we can squeeze some of those shorts. So that's the first concept behind why I took the trade. All right. And then what we're going to do here is I'm going to go to my trigger trades and my stock plans right over here. And then I'm just going to show you the Meta / Facebook plan. So the long entry was 161.82. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that right there. 161.82. Oops, all the way back here. Okay, so we're going to leave that in green. And let's just look at this price action again for another lesson for you guys, right? So here is your wick. So that's your wick right there. So that's the wick. That's the short selling right there. And then this is the inside bar. Okay, so there's your wick and then there's your inside bar. So you could see how all the selling came in, then we started consolidating. So what we're looking for is to say, all right, can we break this wick? Can we break this area right here? And then if we do break that area, then we can squeeze higher. That's the concept behind the shotgun. And I post those plays every single day in my Discord here with full trading plans. And I also post them on the Twitter for free as well, but they don't have the full plans. They just have trigger prices. Okay. All right. So let's go through this. I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart so we can see this in detail. And let me get rid of the boxes. So remember, the green line is where we want to enter long. Okay. So the type of orders that I use here are called stop limit orders. So these orders can only be triggered once the price breaks the level. If it price opens below the level or above the level, it will not trigger unless it touches. And that's very important for my style of trigger trading. We need to touch and break the level in order for me to get filled. So these are called stop limit orders. Okay. And I always bracket with a stop and a target. All right. And I have the stop loss and the targets in here as well. Okay. So let's go. First candle comes in, guys, 1 minute. Boom, right there. So you can see this was a beautiful trade because if we go down to something like a 15-second chart, you'll be able to see it. We opened, we retested the green line, which was our trigger. We got filled. And then immediately after that, guys, if I go back here to the 1 minute, we formed this hammer and then we exploded. Okay. And this is a beauty right here, guys. This was a beauty. So for me, literally within 8 minutes today, I took my profits on this. And I'll show you some of the ways that I like to take profits. The profit taking is definitely a personal preference. Because you could even swing trade this, right? You don't have to just day trade it because, you know, I made, how much money did I make on this? 1507, something like that. Let's see. 1563. Okay, so I made 1563 on Meta, but in reality here, if I wanted to hold this as a swing and then we gap up tomorrow, this could have been a $3,000 play or 4,000, 5,000, who knows? But for me, I like to use a certain style of trading, which is called Fibonacci extensions for my target. So if I take it from low to high like this, I use these extensions here, guys, as my target. So I'm using the range of the previous day. I project those, and that's what I'm using for my target taking along the way. Because I like doing it that way because it takes the emotion out of it. It takes the emotion out of it, and it allows me to just be very mechanical. And when I do these automated trades, I want it to be mechanical because when I'm trading SPY in the morning, I'm being more like a freelance. I'm looking at the patterns, I'm looking at the setups, I'm looking at the fibs. But when I want to trade these automatic stocks or options or whatever, I want to make sure it does it by itself. I don't want to manage it. And this gives a lot of freedom to those that have multiple things they need to do. Whether you're working a full-time job and you want to trade, this is one of the solutions. And a lot of traders in my room use this type of trading, whether it's with SPY, futures, options. You can use it with anything. So with options, there is something called conditional orders, and I wrote about it extensively in my book. In my fib book and in my SPY book, I have the section on conditional orders. Not every broker has conditional orders. Interactive Brokers has them, Thinkorswim has them, and basically you do the same thing. You just set a condition when price is above your price to buy your calls. And generally, you'll need to do it at the market price. That's the only disadvantage, I would say. But you could still make great gains doing that. All right, guys, hit me with the 6 if you guys understood that. And personally, for these trades, I'm using shares with margin because I have a large enough account to do that. When my account was smaller, I was definitely using options, but I like using shares now since I have the ability to, because it reduces slippage and it reduces any, I don't have to buy at market price, right? But if you are using options, I recommend focusing on the ones that I post that are big, high volume, like Meta, for example. You won't have a slippage problem. SPY, those big names. But something like, maybe Chewy or something else like Snow, those you have to be very Neo. You have to be very careful with the options because the spread is extremely large on some of those plays. Okay. But definitely you could do it the old school way. Just get shares, get margin, right? And just have a stop loss. Just that's the old school way of trading, guys. All right. All right. So that was Meta. Let's go ahead and let's look at GM. And then we'll look at Amazon as well. So GM, I'm going to go here. So our long entry was 36.88. So same scenario, guys. And you'll find when it works, you'll have, like you could have a huge day, like a 10K day, a 15K, 20K day, depending on your size, right? And when it works, it kind of works like in a group. So like if stocks are breaking out, all the big names are likely breaking out, right? So it's like when you get that win. So like today, since I hit that win, that's going to cover me for months because I made that much money today. So it's a streaky. It's definitely streaky, but you can use different tools that I teach you, like the Fibonacci, in order to help you with those trades, to help manage them and make them a little bit less risky. So like moving your stop loss, using the Fibonacci anchors, all those things that I teach you guys. All right. So here we go. So let's hit the replay. We'll do the same thing. We'll go down to the 1 minute. So green line is where we want to get long, right? Here we go. Boom. First candle fills us in right there, guys. And then she's gone. That's how you're able to make a lot of money in a few minutes, guys, using that strategy. Just taking the break of this line and taking it to targets. And what, like I said, for the targets, we're just going to go ahead and take a Fibonacci, load a high like this. And these are our targets. So your golden zone for profit taking, it's all of this above the 272. You make a lot of money once you get above the 272. That's a lot of money that you can be making. And obviously, guys, you'll always leave some on the table. And I never go back and look at hindsight and be like, well, I could have got out here. I always follow my plan. It's mechanical. It's methodical. Like here, I have the trade plans and I get in, I get out, and it feels good because by 8 minutes today, I'd already made $3,000 on between GM and Meta. Amazon took a little bit of more time to get going, but that it did get going, and that's freedom. And that's one thing that I really want to share with you guys is trading should be freedom for you, not slavery. You do this to make money, and the best odds for your time, guys, is always going to be in the morning. Look what happens to GM for the rest of the day. Do you guys see that? Hit me with a 7 if you see that. This is from 10 o'clock all the way into the close. We go sideways. And a lot of the times we will go sideways. And the morning and is where you're going to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of volatility. So I always tell traders, focus on the morning. Look for good plays, triggers, orbs, fibs. Get those plays. Take those plays and call it a day. Come back the next day. This way, you won't burn out. When you trade, guys, I've taken almost maybe 600 trades this year. So if I don't have this type of approach to my trading, I won't last. And a lot of you burn out within the first few weeks of trading because you overtrade. And it's something people use to promote different things because they want you to just think it's a casino. But as in a lot of things in life, less is more. And I just want to share with you the real things that work. And one of the things that work is focusing on a particular time, whether you want to trade the morning or even the afternoon into the close with the afternoon leg. Those are your best bets. Trading all day long, the probability of you having a positive day is very low. Okay. Does that sound familiar? Hit me with a 1 if that makes some sense. Does that feel like what you're going through? Hit me with a 2 if no. But I bet you if you track your trades, you're going to find there's a certain time where you're optimal. Okay. Where you're optimal. So I do manage, I don't manage these plays until they start hitting targets. That's why I have a stop loss. Okay. If when they start hitting targets, I start to manage them, but you don't have to. You could just go all in and all out. You could say, here's my stop loss, here's my target. Either one hits, that's it. And it's great. I really think it's great, guys. I invented this style of trading for myself back when I was working a full-time job. That's how I got into this. Because when I was working full-time, 50, 60 hours a week, like you guys are, hustling and struggling out there to get by, I still wanted to be in the market and I didn't know how. So I did a lot of research until I figured out that I could set conditional orders and I can set limit orders and stop limit and good to cancel and bracket orders. I learned all of that and I'm sharing it with you guys now. Because for some of you guys, even if you just paper trade this, just think about this. If you paper trade, let's say you do the 100 trade challenge and you paper trade those triggers and you do 100 of those trades. By the end of the 100 of those trades, guys, you'll still be working your job. You wouldn't have risked any money, but you would have gained a lot of learning experience. You would have gained so much of advantage of you already like you're in the market. I know paper trading is a bit different, but still you could start to see the trends. You could say, all right, you know what? These stocks do well. These stocks don't do well. That's how I always come up with my list. It's just from trading, from a long time of trading. I know GM can hit. I know Meta can hit. I know Amazon can hit. I know that from experience, right? And I just want to encourage you guys to do that. And you'll also learn how to enter trades. You'll get practice without risking your money. So think about this in the long term, my friends. I really urge you to do that. Think about this in the long term. You can really change your life because this skill is a skill that you'll have for the rest of your life. And it doesn't depend on your age. It doesn't depend on your height, your color. It doesn't depend on any of those things. Anybody can do this. All right. Hit me with a 6 if that makes sense. Yes. Conditionals on stop loss. Yeah, my targets are based on the previous day's fibs. That's correct. All right. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go over to SPY and we're going to talk about SPY. So Amazon also hit as well. So here was Amazon. Let me just do this quickly because I don't want to take too much time. So Amazon, same thing, guys. We had our trigger line in the sand around there, broke out, retested it, and just ripped. So Amazon was even cleaner because Amazon, similar to SPY, we had that Fibonacci dip by right there into the golden zone right here. So lately I've been on a really good streak and I'm just counting my blessings, guys. I'm just counting my blessings because not every month is going to be easy. So when it is easy, you got to make sure you make money. All right. So here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm on SPY. Let me go ahead and draw the previous day's high and low, and I'm going to talk to you about the plays that we took today. All right. We just had a very clean day, guys. A nice Fibonacci leg and a trigger loser and then a V trigger winner. So very simple day. Nothing too complicated. So let's go ahead here. I'll go ahead and get the trigger trade. So our trigger line in the sand was 412.38. So I'll go ahead and draw that for you. Horizontal line, 412.38. There we go. Go ahead and make this green. Okay. So I'll go ahead to the first 3-minute candle. First candle comes in, we're in the middle of the range. And because we're in the middle of the range there, guys, I don't want to take any trades. I want to be patient because I know that this could be a trap. There's no one that's really in control. The bears are still okay. The bulls are still okay. We're pretty much neutral. So I don't like to force anything off the open. And you'll see here in my live commentary from this morning, I said, we don't need to force anything while we are dead in the middle of the range. It would be best to let them kill some premium for us. So I didn't take the 3-minute orb. Instead, what we did is we took the Fibonacci. So I'll show you this here. So let me draw up the fib and walk you through step by step. So we waited here for the first push of the day. There's your first push of the day. And then what we did here, guys, we just took the Fibonacci from the low and brought it up to the high. So what we're looking for here is buy the dip pullback. Instead of chasing over here, we're not going to be buying calls there. We're not going to be chasing there. We're not going to be risking capital there because that's a bad buy because we're already had a big move. Instead, we wait for the retracement in the golden zone, which is the 50 to the 786. All right. Boom. Silk Heaven 4C with the 499 super sticker. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you very much, sister. Thank you. Thank you. You've been supporting me from day one. Thank you so much for that. So we came in here, guys. We pulled back right here into the golden zone right there, guys. And just pause for a second. And let me ask you this. How much of you feel scared to buy here? Do you feel scared? Hit me with a 1. Do you feel scared to buy here? Does that look scary to you? Hit me with a 1. Hit me with a 2 if you're confident in buying here. And there's no right or wrong answer. But I just want to show you that the charts, the candles don't always tell the true story of what's going on in trading. And the Fibonacci is a hidden mechanism and tool that shows you hidden support and resistance, algorithm support and resistance. Okay. Stuff you won't see in the chart till after the fact. But it's important that we don't wait till after the fact. It's important that we take the trades when we have the opportunity to get the good risk to reward. So here, I'll show you this. So we have the micro leg here. So this was the morning 618. Oops. So this, yeah, that's yesterday. My bad. There we go. Today. So morning leg. So that's the same thing I just drew for you. Then the 618 filled and the 786 filled right here on this candle, just like I'm drawing for you here. So we got filled on 618 and 786. And then, guys, watch this beauty. Okay. So we came down here, 618, 786, fill, start to pop back up. So you start taking profits when we start crossing back up on these lines here. And then your ultimate target, guys, is a new high of day right there. Beautiful. So it really doesn't get any better than that. That is the power of the fibs. I teach this to you guys every single day. Every single day I show you this. And I really hope that the message is getting there. And I don't care if this trade loses. But what it does here, guys, if you played this right, you could have made 10 times your money. You put in $100 here, you can make 1,000. If you play this right, you can win 10 times. That's what I want to teach you, is the optimal risk to reward. It's not about being right. It's about when you're right, getting paid. Send me the rockets, guys, if you're able to catch that trade. That was a beautiful trade. And let me just go ahead to the small account challenge right now with Derry, my younger brother. So he also took that trade today, but he was more aggressive with taking profits. So right here, so that was the second play. The first play was right here. So $289.60. He was risking $100. So almost 3 times the money here. Failed. So he only took the 786. He bought 10 micros and sold pretty quickly. So he bought it right here on the 786 and sold right there on the 382. Make sure you're following. Make sure you guys are following this channel here, TW Dairy. Let me go ahead and link it. That's where we do the small account challenges for you guys. And he's in the Discord. He draws up the fibs every single day live for us. Okay, guys? So really nice. And then you'll see we ran right into the trigger here and sold off. Okay. So the first attempt on the trigger was not good at all, but I want you to pay attention. So we come back here, guys, and we catch the fib again. Okay. So here we go again, back in the golden zone. Okay. So there's your afternoon leg in the golden zone, guys. And then, right, we chop around for a little bit and then we start to push higher. And then this time around, we squeeze through the trigger right there and we make a new high of day. So the second time on the trigger, the second time that we broke it was positive. The first time wasn't. And that's how triggers are, guys. They're either going to break and squeeze or not. And, you know, if you, let me go ahead and let me just get back the line because I accidentally deleted it. But don't get discouraged if the first time it doesn't work. Take your stop loss and come back and look at it again. Come back and try again. Okay. Those lines that we have, that's why we call them a line in the sand, because the more times you knock on the door, the higher chance that it's going to have a stronger push. But nothing beat the fibs today, guys. We had exactly textbook fib: push, pull, extension. Beautiful. And this could have been a life-changing day for anybody today. I know it was for me. So there we go, guys. Very clean, very amazing. I'm happy that the Fibonacci is working and that everything I teach you is you can see it in real time. I hate being hindsight, and I want to continue to just keep showing you guys what I do and sharing my journey. So I very much appreciate your time. Thank you so much, guys. Just to make a little bit of announcement, we are doing the first ever Trading Wars Fibonacci seminar. It's going to be on August 28th. Okay, the Fibonacci Edition Trading Wars seminar. In that seminar, I'm going to talk a little bit more about advanced Fibonacci strategies for advanced traders, how to make more money, basically. It's not for everybody. It's for people that have been trading Fibonacci for a good bit of time, because it also comes with high risk. Anytime there's high reward, there's high risk. So if you're interested in that, guys, you must be a Discord member. I'm not going to share this with everybody because, like I said, it's not ready for everybody. You need to be in the Discord. You need to be trading with us every day. You need to be strong with the fibs. And we're going to do that seminar on August 28th. So if you're considering joining and signing up, guys, this is the time to do it. Check me out at tradingwars.com, guys. You can grab any one of my 3 books. You get 1 month for free. Here's the Fib book. This part 2 here talks about automated Fibonacci trading for those asking. You could sign up for the main room right here on the main page if you just want the room without the book, or you can get the Trading Wars bundle. If you get the bundle, you'll automatically get access to the seminar. Pretty good deal we have going on here, guys. All right. 100 trade challenge. Make sure you're doing this. This is what made me a profitable trader, guys. Until I started journaling and tracking my trades, I couldn't get better because I always used to find something to blame besides myself. And until you become accountable for your business, you're not going to make money. And that's the truth. Okay, guys, thanks again. As always, please comment, like, subscribe. We're doing a giveaway on Sunday. If at any point we break 200 live viewers, I'll do a giveaway. We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm still hopeful that we will. But we do giveaways every Sunday. And remember, after we break 25K subs, I'll be giving away $500 cash money. So help me get there. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for your time. Don't forget to sign up. Come trade with us live tomorrow. Take care, my friends.